Hello guys, my name is Ben, also known as Magna 2. I am just going to make a quick video right now to let you know basically what I'm all about. I mean, who I am, what I like, the works. So right now I'm a English student at a university in the northeast of England. I am an Englishman and I am 20 years old. I am currently studying a studies of creative writing just so I can try and make a good story of my own. Not something like massive, just something I can really be proud of, Because I actually love stories. Stories are sort of like my most favourite thing in the world. I mean, one of the main reasons I play a lot of video games is for stories. I play a lot of RPG games because of what the basic storyline is. I mean, whether it's something like Tales of Vesperia or Dragon Age, I love him. I love how the characters interact. I love how the battle sequences love. Stories without them, I don't think I would ever have gotten into video games as hard as I could have. I mean, the psychology behind the characters is something that I find very interesting. I mean, psychology in, well, basically anything with a mind is one of my most intriguing things in the world for me, I think. So, I play a lot of games that I find are interesting on a personal level. Like you might have seen, I play Town of Salem a lot. Now, Town of Salem is really one of the games I find to be the most unpredictable and fascinating games out there. I mean, every single person has their own way of playing Town of Salem. And it's a game where basically your own personality shines through. I mean, if you make dumb choices, that can actually turn out to be good. I mean, have you ever considered that if somebody should randomly shoot someone and get a mafia member, then that could win the game when nothing like purely strategical could have worked? I mean, Town of Salem disregards all forms of logic. It's so fun because of that, because anyone can win and anyone can lose. I think it's amazing because of stuff like that, and it's one of the reasons why it's one of my favourite games to date. So I made a YouTube channel ages ago simply because well, pretty much I loved YouTubers at the time. I mean, I was watching a lot of Minx, Chilled, stuff like that, and I just got engrossed in it. I mean, I would put it on in the background for hours on end while I was doing other things, and I thought, well, maybe I could do that. I mean, if I could make people laugh as much as they do, then surely that would be a worthwhile cause of my time. I mean, that's just a like real hope at the moment, but maybe one day it'll be a reality. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if right now that's going to be possible. I mean, look, my potato is recording at a real good level. One thing that I find really holds me back from a lot of things is I have a few emotional problems that you don't really need to worry about. I mean, I have both depression and anger issues, which, believe me, when coupled, is sort of like a terrible duo to have to deal with. But I think I deal with it quite well, and it does cause a bit of annoyance every now and again. I mean, obviously you might have seen places where there's gaps where I've said I'm going to do things and then they haven't turned out so well, so I've went, well, what's the point, and just cancelled them completely. But I think I'm well on the way to the point where I can make it so I can see something through, which is something I really want to be able to do instead of just crawling up in the fetal position and going, "Rah!" What I hope for the channel, I hope it'll become something I can be proud of. I mean, right now it's well on its way to becoming something like that. I mean, 300 subscribers. I mean, a few years ago, I'd have never have thought I was possible of that. That would have been quite an achievement back then. But now here I am, and it's going very well. And I think that one day I might actually make it up to a reasonable standard. you know, in comparison to the YouTubers I really like. I mean, one of the horrible things I know I do is I actually I sometimes try and get in contact with other YouTubers a bit too much than I should. You know, trying to crack lame jokes, all that sort of stuff. And it's a bad habit. Maybe I'll get out of it one day, but maybe I won't. But to end the video, if you've actually watched this and actually thought what I thought mattered, I'd like to say thank you. I mean, I'm not used to being listened to. Back in the olden days, I would never have been listened to. People would just laugh in my face. But it's nice to know that I have some sort of voice with YouTube, and really, thank you very much for caring. It's amazing that I can find something like this. But yeah, that's everything. Thank you very much for watching the video if you did, and this has been all about me. Or at least what I find important. Right, now where's the off switch on this potato?